vice grips. Brand name vice grip. Don't buy the cheap knockoffs, because this is the only tool that will hold up. The rest of them, they're cheap, and this edge, this little web right there is thinner, and this will twist on you. And it'll wipe out whatever you're trying to take off. Now, this isn't something that you want to use with bolts so much, but in an emergency, you can. But you got to do it very carefully, and you won't hurt the bolt. You just kind of get it in there, you get it real good and tight, you clamp it down, and then you can loosen it up.
All right, tool number 1, vice grip.
Vice grips. Tool number 2, but as I said earlier about don't use a crescent wrench, is a crescent wrench. Because that's an incredible universal tool. You know, it can go bigger or smaller, and that's huge. I'd say tool number 3 would be, let me get a pair of. These are all kind of large sized, but tool number 3 would be a pair of channel locks. Those are really universal. They do much more than a pair of vice grips, although vice grips will hold something. This will get around something pretty big. Tool number 4 would be a pair of wire cutters. Tool number 5, and actually this is tool number 1, is a pocket knife.
There you go.
Swiss Army knife works well.
Yeah. What about the grease or the liquid wrench, or is that real important to have?
It's good to have around on the shop. It's not something you want to have. You know, liquid wrench is really only used when you're tearing something apart.
So what would be number 6? Maybe that set?
The set of wrenches? Yes, I think so. That would be a good thing. And for diagnostic number 7 is, there should be a, yeah, but I'm looking for, there's a little stabber one.
Here.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, yeah.
This is a 12 volt, and you can get one 10 volts. And it's just a little diagnostic tool. There's a light bulb in here. And for this one, you put this on one end of the battery or one end of the wire, and you put this on the other end of the wire. And if you have a connection, the light goes on.
Oh, cool.
It'll tell you how much stuff. A multimeter is the next part. It's a little more complicated, but not that much more complicated, because this will tell you 12 volts, 24 volts, 48 volts, 220 volts. So the little knob will turn to whatever voltage you're going for. It'll do AC and DC. So this is a great all universal tool. And basically it's the same thing. You just you set it down, you turn it on, you put your 2 leads on wherever you want to test the amount of electricity is coming through it, and tells you how much electricity is coming through. So you can plug it into a light switch, you can plug it on into a car, you can, you know, I don't think you can test a spark plug.
The same with the diagnostic tool too. Would you use that in a car and anywhere? That
This?
You want to see? Yeah.
Oh yeah, I use it all the
The
time.
little one, the little guy.
The other one is more, this is automotive only.
Oh, okay.
Because it won't work in a 110, it'll just blow the light bulb out. So this is automotive only, but there are ones that are for your house. Let me see if I can find them here.
Yeah, I wanted to take that class on electricity with the women's electricity wiring class.
Oh,
I really wanted to take that. I hope you do that again soon.
Well, I can't.
Just keep asking.
Yeah, because you know you can